How to create an attack in chess middlegame. Creating an attack in the chess middlegame is an exciting challenge that can lead to victory. It requires a mix of planning, piece activity, and clever pawn moves. Let's break down how to effectively launch an attack during this phase of the game. First, make sure all your pieces are active. This means bringing your less active pieces into play. Pieces on the edges of the board, like knights on the A file or H file, often have limited movement. Move them toward the center where they can control more squares and contribute to your strategy. A well-coordinated army is essential before you start attacking. Next, look for weaknesses in your opponent's position. These could be weak squares, poorly defended pawns, or an uncastled king. Target these vulnerabilities with your pieces and pawns. If your opponent has weak squares around their king, those are prime spots for your attack. Now let's talk about pawn breaks. A pawn break is when you push a pawn to challenge your opponent's structure. This can open lines for your pieces. For instance, pushing a central pawn can create open files for your rooks and queen, increasing pressure on your opponent. Coordinating your pieces is also key. Make sure your rooks and queen work together. Connecting your rooks on open or semi-open files can create strong threats. Place your bishops and knights to control key squares and limit your opponent's options. Creating multiple threats is a great strategy. This forces your opponent to respond defensively. You can attack a piece, threaten a check, or target a critical pawn. When you create several threats at once, it can overwhelm your opponent. Keep an eye out for tactical opportunities. Look for pins, forks, skewers, and discovered attacks. Sometimes, sacrificing material can lead to a stronger position. If it opens lines or removes key defenders, it might be worth it. Rook lifts can add surprise to your attack. Move a rook up the board to join the attack or support other pieces. This can catch your opponent off guard. Similarly, reposition your knights and bishops to more aggressive squares to boost your attacking potential. While you are attacking, do not forget about your king's safety. Castling early and keeping your pawn shield intact is important. An exposed king can become a target for counterattacks. Finally, consider your pawn structure. The way your pawns are arranged can dictate your attacking options. Understanding this helps you choose the best plan and which lines to target. In practical terms, start your attack with a pawn break to open the center or flank. Activate your rooks on open files and reposition your knights and bishops to strong squares. Create threats against your opponent's king or weak points. Remember, patience is key. Sometimes, improving your position step by step leads to a more decisive attack later. By combining active piece play, targeted pawn breaks, coordinated threats, and tactical awareness, you can build a powerful attack in the chess middlegame.